Hello, I'm Congressman Jay Obernolte. We're here at the Federal Correctional Facility in Victorville, California, investigating the conditions within the Federal Department of Prisons. And it was amazing to be here. We talked to a lot of the different inmates, a lot of the staff members, the wardens. We were granted a lot of access here. We just want to make sure that we are fulfilling our obligation to the people that we house here in terms of health care, in terms of respecting their personal privacy, and making sure that they're being appropriately treated. It was great to have my colleagues here from the House of Representatives visiting our district.
Congresswoman Karen Bass from Los Angeles, and I'm here with my colleagues. This is the second visit we've done to women's prisons, really highlighting the specific needs of women. And I think if there was one issue that all of us heard about from the women that are here is the lack of health care. And so we will go back to Washington, D.C. and see how we increase the resources so that there can be better health care for women in the facilities. And I'd like to introduce my colleague from Northern California, Representative Jackie Speier.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Part of our visit here had to do with safety. Safety of the inmates, the safety of the officers. The lack of cameras here at the facility is very troubling to us. So we're going to go back with an effort to try and deal with that. We're also concerned about retaliation, but healthcare overwhelmingly is a serious problem. One inmate talked about 6 mammograms that she has received that are abnormal over a course of a number of years with no results. So lots of work still to be done, but oversight is part of the function that we're completing here. Now my colleague, Congresswoman Judy Chu, will speak.
I'm Congressmember Judy Chu from Southern California, and we just finished visiting the women at Victorville's prison. There were so many needs that they brought up to us. The overwhelming one was on medical and dental needs, and in fact I met one woman who was clearly in pain and had a very complicated hernia condition and has been waiting over a year for surgery. And then I met another woman who just had her wisdom teeth pulled out but didn't have the antibiotics, and then had all kinds of complications and infections. So they need better medical and dental care. We have to make sure that those who qualify for home confinement actually get released, and we need to make sure there's no retaliation.
And let me just say, in the interest of public safety, it's in all of our interests that women who are incarcerated be treated appropriately, have a chance to rehabilitate, so that they can reintegrate into our neighborhoods and not return to offending again. So this was an important visit. We plan to continue visiting women's prisons around the country. We don't believe that they receive the same level of attention as men, and ultimately this will lead to legislation and hoping the improving the conditions for women in prison, but also improving public safety in all